Hi, my name is Mercedes Johnson, and this is my video on initiatives and referendums in Arizona. According to the Initiative and Referendum Institute, Arizona allows initiatives and referendums and legislative measures which is placed on the ballot by special commission. The initiatives and the referendums, when entering the Union in 1912, was a part of the state's constitution. The first initiative was said to have went before voters in 1912, which was to grant women the right to vote, and it was favored at 68%. Then in 1914, 15 more initiatives were placed on the Arizona ballot, and four of the initiatives were regarding organized labor, which was successfully passed. The four passed initiatives were prohibiting blacklisting of union members, old age and mother pensions, state government contract systems, printing plants, and banking systems. And last, businesses was to limit non-citizens' employment. With the success of initiatives, the legislature proposed a constitutional amendment to make it harder to pass initiatives, and due to the Arizona Federation of Labor Wage campaigned and voted against it and defeated it in 1916. So many other initiatives have been passed since then. A few other initiatives included changes in reparation, changes in the court system, voter registration, finance reform, and English was made the official language in 1988. The banning of cockfighting in 1998, public school instructions to be conducted in English, and animal protection was also a part of the initiatives. When it comes to the basic definition of an initiative and a referendum, they are as defined. Initiative is the power, ability, or readiness to take the first step or action without being prompted, which is seeing the issue, creating a plan, or a strategy that will help solve the problem to achieve that goal. A referendum is a direct public vote in which voters are asked to approve or reject a piece of legislation, political proposal, or constitutional amendment with a yes or no vote. How are initiatives and referendums created? According to the Arizona official website of the state of Arizona, Adrian Fontes, Secretary of State, a referendum is the method in which voters may veto a law or part of the law by gathering signatures from registered voters to place issues on the ballot. The person or organizations that want to file for the referendum must file signatures to the Arizona Secretary of State within 90 days of when the legislature passed the bill, and if enough signatures is submitted, the bill will be placed on the general election ballot. Next, the individual or organization wishing to file a measure to the ballot must file a statement of organization using Arizona Secretary of State's campaign finance filing system, or designate an existing non-candidate committee to act as the referendum sponsor. The required amount of signatures for a referendum petition is 1,027,975. Along with the required signatures, an application for serial numbers stating the intent of the referendum petition is also required. The Arizona Secretary of State office will complete the forms and issue a unique serial number that will be printed on the front and back of each petition sheet. According to the Arizona official website of the state of Arizona, Adrian Fontes, Secretary of State, An initiative is the method by which voters may propose new laws or amend existing laws by gathering signatures from registered voters to place the issue on the ballot. When a person or organization wants to file an initiative, the signatures must be filed with the Arizona Secretary of State's office at least 4 months before the next general election. And if there are enough signatures submitted, the proposed law or constitutional amendment will be placed on the next general election ballot. When filing the initiative, the Arizona Constitution requires valid signatures from 15% of qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a constitutional amendment on the ballot, and valid signatures from 10% of qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a statutory amendment on the ballot. The listed steps for preparing an initiative is as stated on the website, which is to form a political committee through the Arizona Secretary of State's online beacons, or be prepared to designate an existing non-candidate political committee to act as the petition sponsor. File an application for serial number. Acquire the appropriate initiative petition. Any paid or out-of-state circulators have to register. Circulate petition and obtain signatures from eligible voters. Submit circulated petition, and last, the Secretary of State and applicable county recorders will process the petition and determine whether enough signatures were gathered to place the measures on the ballot. When it comes to initiative versus referendum, there are some key differences. In initiative is the process which is started by citizens who propose new laws or constitutional amendments, which propose is to create new legislation through voter action and requires citizens to petition signatures to qualify for the ballot. A referendum is the process in which is started by legislators or citizens, depending on the type, who approves or rejects existing or proposed laws, which propose is to confirm or challenge legislation already drafted, which then it is placed on the ballot by legislators or triggered by petitions. Both initiatives can be started by citizens. Initiatives can propose a new law, but referendums approves or rejects the proposed law. Initiatives create new legislation, and referendums challenge already existing legislation. Initiatives require citizens' petition signatures, and referendums can be placed on the ballot, or it may be triggered by signatures. The pros and cons of an initiative and a referendum. The pros of an initiative is that citizens have a direct voice in the government. It allows for issues to be addressed that legislation may avoid. It can help civic participation, encouraging voters' involvement, and it allows citizens to propose reforms directly. The pros of a referendum is that it allows voters to review or overturn laws. It makes government accountable to be responsive to public opinion. It encourages public decisions of policy issues and serves as a way to check on legislative power as well. The cons of an initiative is that it can be expensive and give significant influence or certain people or groups. Some policy decisions may be a simple yes or no vote when it may need more review. Voters may not have a full understanding of ballot measures, and past initiatives may limit managing budgets or response to changing circumstances. The cons of a referendum is that the implementation of law can be delayed when waiting on election. Referendums can be used to challenge legislation. Frequent changes in the ballot could lead to voter fatigue, and ballot campaigns can be more of advertising rather than policy data. The Arizona Constitution and Senators and referendums supports direct democracy by allowing citizens direct participation in making laws, but it also is an issue where money can influence campaigns, overwhelm voters, making it difficult to address policy decisions in statewide elections. Overall, Arizona's initiatives and referendums give voters a direct role in making them an active part in creating, changing, and turning down laws in the election process. Thank you.